Hello there, my name is Norm Murray. It's great to have you here. We've got a busy show to get to with Around the House. We're going to shop around the house. And when we shop around the house, we really shop around the house. And I hope you'll stay tuned because our friend Steve Hengsberger is here in the studio to show us something that is going to change the way you look at drinking water in your home. Affordably, but truly effectively. Stay tuned. It's something we all should be very aware of. And let's get right to it. We've got the Lotus water treatment system to get to. Before you spend, well, potentially thousands of dollars, which you can do on some systems to help purify the water in your home, have a listen to what our friend Steve has to say about this in the studio with us. Steve Hengsberger, welcome to the Shopping Channel again.
Hey, how you doing?
Good to see you. Thank you. Very
awesome
good to
be here.
Yeah.
Great.
You know what? This is an easy-to-use system, but incredibly effective. But you know what? A lot of people have seen different water filtration systems out there. What makes this one different? What makes it better?
This system uses ozone technology, which is the same technology 70% of your bottled water manufacturers use. So we've taken that multi-million-dollar technology, scaled it down so you can put it right on your countertop and make your own bottled water right in your home. Actually, even most municipalities use ozone technology to purify their water. So you're getting that state-of-the-art technology right in your home as well. Like Norm said, really simple to use. You just take the water carafe, fill it with your tap water, place it on the base unit here, give it a twist, and hit the start button. And in 5.5 minutes, it'll purify your water. It's a two-stage process. It's doing the ozonation right now. That's the bubbling action you see there right now. And after that, it will pump it through a carbon block filter that'll remove some further impurities. And it's that simple to use. Pop it on, hit start, and 5.5 minutes later, it'll...
Yeah, I hope we come in closer, too, just to see the bubbling action, if that's okay with our crew. Removing 99.9%, killing 99.99% of E. coli, cryptosporidium, along with other contaminants like chlorine, lead, and mercury. This is all something we pay attention to and should. Now, some people may say, yeah, but you know what, I buy bottled water. That's what I drink. I drink bottled water, so what's the big deal?
Well, bottled water is not regulated, believe it or not. Municipalities are, bottled water isn't, and so you don't really know, in effect, what you're getting. There's been lots of studies out there done where bottled water is actually a lot more contaminated than your tap water. Taste tests being done where people couldn't pick the difference between the tap water and the bottled water. And this unit, though, is CSA approved, it's NSF approved, it's WQA approved. So we're even approved so that you can use this system in the case of a boiled water advisory. Not that you'll ever get water as bad as this lake water here or ditch water. And we're processing that in the second unit over here. Yeah. We'll drink that. That water is infested with E. coli, and it'll come out of there perfectly safe to drink. And like I said, it's not like you'll ever probably encounter water that bad. Yeah. Even lake water, I wouldn't think would get that heavily.
Well water.
But at least you know you're going to get totally safe water. The filter is good for 365 gallons, and it's monitored, so you know when you're going to have to change that filter. Through that whole process, you know you're getting 99.9999% bacteria, virus, toxic-free, great-tasting water.
Yeah. What are we getting with the system now? Everything that's in the system for $149.32 today.
Yeah, today you're getting the base unit,
okay.
Which is that. And underneath this cap, there's a carbon block filter, which looks like this guy right here.
Okay, is that already in there?
That's already in there. Okay. When you get it in the box, you have to install it, but
okay.
It's as simple as sliding it in and giving it a twist.
Okay, good.
You get a processing carafe.
Right.
You get two of the water pitchers so that you can have them ready to go cold in the fridge all the time.
Excellent.
And a couple of these sports bottles so that you can process the water and bring it with you to the gym.
Yeah.
Which, you know, bottled water, that is probably the biggest concern as well. Just 88% of the bottles end up in landfills, not in recycling.
You know what I tell members of my family too? Don't just think about the gym. I carry bottled water everywhere with me, and I mean everywhere. Around the home, I bring it to work, here in the studio, to the gym, everywhere. We should all be drinking more water. I mean, how many times have you heard that over the years, right? Well, it's easier to do when you actually have it with you. So that's why I'm saying, you know, make it, you know, glue it to your hand practically, and drink the good stuff. And that's what you're able to do when you have a proper filtration system that you're getting with the Lotus water treatment system today. It's under item number 293436. And again, it's quiet. There's something happening. You can actually watch it happen. So you fill it with regular tap water. and then let it go for about 5 minutes, you were saying?
Yeah, 5.5 minutes, and this one just finished here. So
now this is water that was taken out of here, out of where?
Yeah, just out of a ditch outside the office here.
Ditch outside the office. Water you never drink.
Hopefully you would never need to drink.
That's outside our office. We've been scraping off Foreman grills into that thing, and into the ditch. Anyway, okay, so
yeah, so it's done the ozonation process now. And the second stage of it, there's two ways to dispense the water. There's a button in the front, or the one down on the side here.
Yeah. Oh, there's one right on the side here. It's like a spigot.
Yeah, it's pumped it through the carbon block filter now, removed chlorine, and well, there probably wasn't any chlorine in that water.
Right
but
here, so just get a quick shot of it, a quick glass of it.
That's right, yeah. Or throw the whole pitcher underneath there, and it's 2 liters at a time that it processes.
All right, so you turn this into actual water that is good to drink, and look at the clarity of it. Can we hold it up just next here, guys, and have a look? Look at the difference that it has made in just a few minutes using this treatment system. Great stuff.
Yeah, and it's certified to be 99 point. There's 9 or 6 nines after the decimal.
Oh, really?
I won't go through it, otherwise I sound like I'm stuttering here.
Okay,
but,
all right.
It's that pure, the water. And the beauty of the system is ozonation over the $1,000 systems that people have bought for their homes, like the reverse osmosis or distillation. Those systems actually take all the bad minerals out of the water, or all the good minerals, I should say, out of the water as well. Ozone actually leaves it all in. So things like calcium, potassium, magnesium stay in the water. And it gives you great tasting water. Our carbon block filter actually adds some flavor back into the water as well. And one of the biggest comments we get is how great tasting the water is.
Yeah, it's true. It's smooth tasting. If you can actually imagine that with water. You know, many people have become so accustomed to a certain taste when there's water. But water can taste better than it does than what you're accustomed to, and it does here. That's not to say that there's a flavor involved of any kind, like you buy some of that flavored water that's in the stores and so forth nowadays, but this actually creates a smoother taste to the water. It makes it, I think, much more drinkable, too. You'll enjoy it more.
Yeah, I definitely, my own personal experience with my children, they drink water all the time now.
Yeah.
And my daughter, 8 years old, will take a sport bottle and fill it up before we go on any trip.
Good.
And we hear people with pets saying that their pet won't drink straight tap water anymore. They just get so used to the the lack of chlorine in the water, I guess.
A little diva dog there.
Yeah.
Yes, very good. Well, why not? You know, I mean, if it's this easy to do, it's not like you're spending a lot of money on even bottled water, for that matter, to fill up your pet's dishes. I mean, you are creating a better water for them too in their life. Why not? Absolutely, for all members of the family. 3 payment plan available for you today on this at $49.78. Get this water treatment system in your home. Remember, you've got a 30-day money-back guarantee. Try it in your home, and if the water doesn't taste better, if it doesn't work the way you expected it to work, and it will, you have that option of sending it back. But we're convinced that once you start drinking good water, proper water, you'll never look back. You'll never look at water the same way again. Even bottled water, like you said, Steve, which is not regulated, for all we know, in some cases, and I'm not trying to accuse anybody, but we don't really know if somebody just didn't take those bottles and fill it up with tap water. Well,
the studies do show that most of the bottled water companies do just take tap water and put it through a process identical to this and sell it to you for a lot more money per bottle. And this system at $149.32 pays for itself so quick. If you're buying the 5-gallon jugs and lugging those home and thinking of the fuel you're taking to drive back and forth to the grocery store, or buying cases of bottled water, this system pays for itself within months.
Yeah, no question about it.
Yeah, it gives you, and once again, it's regulated. This appliance is certified to work all the time and give you great tasting water using your tap water, which it's there. It's inexpensive already. It's coming right to your faucet in every faucet of your home. So,
in a moment, we're going to be showing you the Lotus Water Treatment System replacement filter. If you'd like to add that to your purchase as well at $29.98. You know, when you do that, you can multi-pack the 2 items together and reduce your overall shipping charges too. But that's coming up in a second here. A countertop appliance, and a nice looking one, by the way. This is a beautiful looking system that kills 99.999999% of E. coli, cryptosporidium, along with other contaminants such as chlorine, lead, and mercury. It's your own in-home bottled water factory, practically, and is easy to use. It's quiet, it's fast, and it's effective, and you will notice the difference immediately. I'm convinced when you run your regular tap water into this, then turn it on for the 5.5 minutes. It shuts off automatically too. There's no guesswork really here.
That's right.
You know, it's easy to use, and away you go. So what do we have to do when we get this at home? You said just put the filter, slide the filter into the top here, and give it a twist. That's it.
Yeah, that's simple. This cap comes off the unit.
Yeah.
Slide the filter in, place the cap on, and
It's ready to use.
it's ready to use.
Right away.
A couple of conditioning cycles, just wet the filter, and that's it. Yeah, and the system, like it's microprocessor controlled, so you will know, and the filter will last you a year to 2 years. 365 uses, so it will warn you and tell you 50 uses ahead of time that you're going to have to change the filter.
Oh, good.
So, and when it's done, it will tell you that you can no longer use the system or without changing the filter. So
There you go. We just had that question actually sent to us. I was going to ask you, but that's good to know. So a year to 2 years or so, depending on how much you're using it, obviously.
that's right.
And it will alert you up to about 50 uses ahead of a filter change that you'll need to. So now we offer them here at the Shopping Channel. Is there anywhere else we're able to get the replacement filters? I guess with the company itself,
online
right?
on our website. Yeah.
Very good.
Just
Okay.
look up Lotus Water Treatment System,
Right.
and
Okay.
yeah,
It'll be there.
and it's just a $29.98 item. So very inexpensive, and to equate it to how much bottled water you go through, quick calculation. I think we took if you're buying a case of bottled water a week, it'll take 2 years before you need to change this filter.
Right.
So, like I said, if you're buying that much bottled water, you probably paid for this system within 4 months anyways, and
So true, too, Steve. You know, we've all, well, I shouldn't say we all have, but many of us have lugged around bottled water, whether it's in the 4-liter jugs, and you usually buy 2, 3, 5, or 10 at a time, depending on how much storage space you have at home in your cupboards or in your cold cellar or in your refrigerator, wherever you're keeping it. Or the big 5-gallon jugs, like you were saying, which are heavy and dangerous to lug around if you're doing any, carrying in any distance of them, of course. This eliminates all of that. And not to mention the storage space that you need if you are carrying around some of those big jugs. Or those of you who buy the cases of the small bottles, and you've got plastic bottles every day, there's 3, 4, 5, 6 of them are kicking around and so forth. And we all hear about how you should not be refilling your plastic bottles, too. That's sort of a thing that's in the news a little bit. It's not good because of the plastic breakdown on the inside of the bottle, right? Yeah,
there's been a lot of news just over the last couple of weeks about leaching of toxic chemicals out of the PETs, the PET bottles, and the longer they sit, the more they leach. And all our plastics are polycarbonate, which are safe. They're all food grade. FDA-approved materials that we use, anything that comes in contact with water on our system, and very beautiful looking, I think. I have my note on my countertop, but you haven't drank the water yet.
Oh, which one? This one? Yeah, no, I want a shot of it, for sure. A shot of it. I'm still at New Year's Eve, can you tell? Give me a shot of that. Okay, so how do I operate it's on the side there?
Yeah, just push that button down on the bottom there, and...
Excellent.
And this is that lake water, right?
This is the lake water.
Ditch water.
Yeah, the ditch water. Look at
water you would never, hopefully, have to process in here.
Exactly. Look at that. And it's so clear, too. Cheers, by the way.
Yeah,
Thank
cheers.
you.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to everybody. Exactly. It's just so smooth tasting. It tastes nicer than regular water. Yeah, it's great tasting water. That's how you fill up your carafe. Is that right, too, by the way?
Yeah, in my home, you just take the lid off, and if you leave it right up next to the base unit, as soon as it's done the ozonation process, there you go. It'll just dispense the whole jug as long as it doesn't...
Stop anytime you want.
Yeah, so just leave it there, and so it truly is a simple process. My children know how to do this.
Yep, absolutely. And you're all set. And then take it to the table or to the picnic table as is, and you're ready with good drinking water.
Yeah, throw it in the fridge to cool it down a little. Definitely. It's, bottled water. We buy so much of it, especially in the case of boiled water advisories. I think we're just a society of convenience, and the first thing we do is go out and buy bottled water. Well, this will save you that hassle in those cases. Not that they happen all the time, but they do happen more and more.
Hey, what about cooking, too? I know we're running out of time here. Using this for cooking. Whenever you use water for cooking, you should use good water, I would think, too.
Oh, definitely, or making your coffee or your tea. Anything you use water for, your Kool-Aid. Ice cubes?
Yep.
You were talking about drinking New Year's Eve.
Yep.
You're having that nice scotch on the rocks. Why wouldn't you want the ice cubes to be...
You know, I didn't want to go there, but yeah, absolutely, Steve. Great to see you. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Norm.
A pleasure. Oh, you know what we're going to do, too, by the way, is quickly mention the Lotus water treatment system replacement filter. Can we do that very quickly? Oh, it's sold out at $29.98. Well, you know, there you go. You can find out more how to get your replacement filters, though, when you get your system at home from the company itself. 293-437, or I have a funny feeling we'll have more here. Don't worry.